Good morning, everybody. It's Cindy Utter here with my artsy endeavors. Pardon me. And today we're going to work on our I Am journal. The only thing I've done is I've put a layer of gesso on these pages. Basically just because I wanted to start with a gesso. So I didn't record this, which is okay because I'm sure by now you all know how to put some gesso down. Now what I've done is I've pulled out some colors here. I'm actually working with my Dina Wakley paints today. I've got tangerine, ruby, and some blackberry violet. And the first thing I'm going to do is just start by putting down some paint. So let's see what we can do here. Start out with some ruby. Apparently I'm in the red mood today. So we're just going to put down a few dabs here and there. I'm going to use some tangerine. And we're just going to throw down some dabs of tangerine. Alright, and let's see what we can do with this. We've got our cosmetic sponge here, and we're just going to start putting down some paint. So, how's everybody been? I hope really good. I've had some rough days, which, you know, it's okay. And actually, before I get too much further into this, I am going to put on some, if I can find it, some Art Guard. And this will just help me clean up my hands a little bit later on because I plan on playing in some of this paint. So I'm going to throw some Art Guard on. Oops. My one ring is cockeyed. That's okay. Okay, so back to what we're doing here. Let's throw some of this paint down. So like I was saying, I've been having some rough days. We've got some rain going on here today, which today and yesterday, and as anybody that's a chronic pain sufferer, some of you may know, some of you it may not affect, but for me rain is not good for my back. It hurts. It's the only way to put it. Alright, now I'm going to go in with some orange. And again, I'm just playing with some paints here. Just putting some color down. Who knows where this page is going to go? I'm not really sure. I know we're going to need more paint than this, but just to put down some color to start. My cosmetic wedge here is getting a little bit stiff, so that's okay. Again, we're just going to throw down some color and we're just going to start playing and see how we go. Alright, now I want a little bit of this purple in here. And let's take our purple sponge here. And just throwing down some purple. I love how these pages just start out. They start out basically the fright of the white page, but you know what? It's okay. We're just playing, right? That looks kind of funny, but that's okay. We're going to keep going. Pardon me, I've got a little frog in my throat this morning. I think I'm going to go back in with some more orange. I'm going to get a different sponge because I don't like that one. We'll throw that one away. Let's use this one. So there's not been a lot going on here. For those of you that follow me, I know you've heard me talk about my hub being at the shop. Well, as of yesterday, he shut the shop down. which is okay. Right now he wants to be able to spend more time with family and friends, and he also works a full-time job, so it's been very difficult for him to, you know, connect the two schedules, and that's okay. So I'll get to see him a little bit more, which will be really nice. We love spending time together. We have a good time together. Okay, now I'm going to go back in with some more of the purple. And again, I'm just playing. I'm laying down some paint right now, just getting some color on the page. Get rid of that bold whiteness. So we're just making it look pretty. Trying to get rid of that white there in the middle. Guess it doesn't want to go, so we're just going to leave it. Alright, so basically all I've done is I've put down some red, some orange, a little bit of purple here and there. I'm not sure if you can see those colors. Looks kind of cool, different. So I am going to go back in with a little bit more orange. Let's put a little bit more here, put a little bit more there. Alright, so now what I'm going to do, take my paint tray, and I'm going to put a little bit of this orange out here, a little bit of the red, and a little bit of the purple, and now I'm going to start working with some stencils. And what I'm going to do with these stencils, I pulled out a bunch of them. I'm not really sure what I'm going to use yet. That was my kitty cat, in case you heard that. No worries. Okay, the first one I'm going to start with is this one. This one's called a kite. It just says kite stencil. It doesn't actually say who it's by. Maybe kite is who it's by. I don't know. And I'm just going to start playing. And basically what I'm going to do is throw down a little bit of that design. Okay, I don't know if you can see it. And we're just going to start working. We're going to start working this page and see what we can find. Get a little bit of, whoops, got a little bit of the purple and red, that's okay. A little bit more here. And now I'm just going to take the purple . And all we're doing is just putting some pattern on here. Okay. Alright, I like that one. Now I want to take, I'm looking for, hold on just a second. Let's find another stencil. I just want some design. I don't really want anything crazy, just a little bit of design. How about some of these? This is a Dilution Small Stencil, and this one is the Honeycomb. Okay, I'm going to dry this real quick, and then we're going to go on with the Honeycomb. Okay, so this is pretty well dry. Now I'm going to go in with the orange again, and I'm just going to do some small honeycombs. Okay, we're going to throw some small honeycombs here. And how about over here? Right here. Okay, now I want to go back in with the red, and I'm going to do the same thing with the honeycombs, only I'm going to do them through here. This is actually kind of a mixture of purple and red, which is fine. I like it. Let's throw a couple more over here. And let's throw some right here. Okay, so here we are. We've got our honeycombs and we've got some lines in here, which is all good. Now I'm actually going to take this and I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to take my brayer and I'm just going to give some of the ghosting of that honeycomb, right? Not sure what that was, but just a little bit of the ghosting. See how it's ghosting there, and you can just very lightly see it? Okay. Now we're going to dry this up, and then we're going to see where we're going to go from there. Alright, since we have so much color on this page, now what I want to do is I want to kind of push this color in the back, and I want to do it with white, and I'm actually going to do it with white gesso. Now I have this Crafter's Warehouse, Crafter's Workshop, sorry about that. I gave him a new name. This is Julie Fifan Bowser. Okay, and it's her faces. Now I decided I do want to use a face on here, but I don't want huge. So let's take some white gesso and throw a little white gesso on my palette. And then I'm going to take another sponge. Try and decide where I want her. I think right there looks fantastic. So we're just going to take the white gesso. I'm just going to give her an outline. Got a little on the edge, no biggie. No biggie. Now before I lift her up, I'm just going to make sure. Yep, I got what I want. Now see her eye's a little bit funky there? That's okay, we're not worried about that. Now, because I have all this, I'm just going to kind of give her a ghost over here. Just a little bit. And all I'm doing really is just taking some of that white gesso off this stencil. It's not doing a face, it's just calming down this color a little bit. Like it. Okay. You need to get down. I have my little guy here, Buster. Daddy went to the range this morning. You need to get down. I'll be right back. Okay, I gave my buddy some loving, so now hopefully he'll leave me alone. Alright, so now, we've got this stencil on here, and it's nice and dry. Now I'm thinking, I don't know if I want to go ahead and make her a girl. Let's see. Let me grab a paintbrush, and I'm going to take just a little bit of this white gesso. Okay, and let's see. Not a big fan of the ears, but that's okay. I kind of just like the idea that there's a shadow of a girl here. Just kind of like that idea. really sure what I'm going to do with her yet. So we're just going to leave her here for a minute, and I'm going to keep working on the rest of the page. I have this 6x6 stencil. This is, again, the Crafter's Workshop. And this one is called Mini Bay Branches, and it's done by Rebecca Meyer. And what I'm going to do, oops, besides throw my stencils all over the place, I really like this branch. So I want to bring another color into this. I'm going to stay with the white. Right now I'm liking the way the white is. So I'm actually going to take these and we're going to start with the white. Now this might change as I go along, who knows. But I kind of like just the white on this background. Like it. Let me just do one more. Now if you notice, I'm not worrying about these being perfect. I like the white. So I'm going to throw another one right here. Now another thing I may decide to do is go back over this stencil with another color, which I'm thinking seriously about doing. Maybe a purple. So let's try it. Let's try it and see what it looks like. I'm going to go back over the stencil. I'm going to shift it just a little bit so that it's really not spot on. Let me see if you can see this. Okay. The original stencil was right here. Now if I just do it exactly the same, what I'm going to do is cover up all that white. I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to move it a little bit and then do the purple. And see what it does? It gives kind of like a layered effect. So I'm going to do that again. Let's see, my original stencil was here, right there. So I'm going to move it this way, and I'm going to do it again. Okay, same thing here. My original stencil was, let's see, where were you? Not quite down that far. It was right about here. Yeah, so we're going to slide it a little bit. Okay, and the same thing here. Here was the original stencil. We're going to slide it a little bit and just give it a second. Alright, so if you can see what it does, it's really messy, which is fine, but it gives it kind of like that light coming from the right hand side. Alright, let me bring you back out. Alright, I'm still not sure what I'm going to do with her, which is okay. I'm going to keep playing. Before I keep playing though, I'm just going to clean off this stencil right here. Love drop papers because they end up being so pretty with just all the different array of colors and everything that ends up on them. Okay, that's dry. Alright, so I like this. I like the where it's going right now. Another thing I want to do, I wanted to use a stencil, but I don't think I'm going to this time. Or maybe I will. Actually, I'm going to. This stencil is Mini Be in Love. Same thing. It's by the Crafter's Workshop. And what I want is I like these right here. And I want to do the bee, so I just want to kind of put these in here. And I'm going to do the same thing with the white. Just going to use the white. Now, if you noticed, I have not stated basically what I am for this page. And that's really because at this point with this page, I am just enjoying what I'm doing. I'm playing, I'm having fun, I'm trying not to think about the pain. I'm just enjoying. So I guess if you're looking for a prompt, we could just say today is free play. Does that sound okay? I like it. I like the way it's going. Alright, and this one, just get some of that white gesso off it on the drop paper. Okay. Now I found this one also. Can you tell I'm in the mood to play with stencils today? I found this one here, and this one says peace and love and kindness. And I have to say, a lot of these new stencils, first of all, I got a huge order of stencils in the other day. But I have to thank my friend Gina Ahrens because she went through a lot of her stencils, and I actually purchased a whole bunch from her. So thank you, Gina. I really, really appreciate it. I love playing with stencils, especially the smaller stencils. There's just something about them that I enjoy playing with. And as you can see, I have a little box of stencils. It's not very big, it's just a little box, but it's getting quite full, so I gotta stop buying stencils. Alright, now I like this kindness, but I also like this peace. And like I said, right now I'm just kind of relaxing, enjoying the peace. So peace is going to be our word for today. And like I said, there's not really a prompt, but I'm going to use the word peace because right now I feel at peace. I'm a huge football fan. Today is the first regular season NFL football, so that means I will be able to spend some time on the couch, and of course I'll be creating while I'm on the couch, but I'll be able to enjoy some football, which is something I really love. So there's just something about watching a football game. I love football. I'm worse than my husband, I know. He tells me, he says, you know, you're worse than a guy. Yeah, I know. That's okay. Alright, so we've got peace on here. And again, I'm going to go through and play with a little bit of this, maybe throw some color in. I'm still not sure what I'm going to do with her. We're definitely going to give her some type of a hair. I don't know. We'll see. So, what I'm thinking about is some type of a border along here. I like the hearts, but the hearts should go this way. Actually, I could do a few hearts right there, right? Why not? Let's do some hearts. Look at that. We'll do some hearts along there. We'll do a couple here. Again, this is just white gesso. I'm going to throw a heart up here. Alright, and we're going to do a couple through here. Okay, I like them. Alright, now, still wanted to do some type of a border along here. So let's look and see what we have in the stencils. Let's see. Ooh, I like it. There we go, we found it. Again, this is another Dilution, small stencil, and this one is an arrow border stencil, it says. And I'm actually going to use the arrows, I believe, right through here. And keep away from my hearts. I need a little bit more white gesso. I like it. Do another arrow right there. Got a heart there. Let's throw some more arrows in. Haha, I like them. Cleaning off the stencil. Alright. Okay, now we need to figure out what we're going to do with her hair. So I've got this paint out here. I've got my purple, I've got my red. I don't have any orange left, so that's okay. So I'm going to take my palette knife and I'm just going to start with my purple. And I'm going to have to put more purple down. What I want to do is I just want to give her more purple. Right now, well, she looks pretty funny, doesn't she? I'm just playing. This is actually, I was very lucky to go on a little mini vacation with my sister and one of my best friends. And we got to go to a Dick Blick. I was so excited. I've never been in a Dick Blick store. I've ordered from them online and things like that, but I've never actually been in one. And it was so fun just to go in and check things out. Well, I ended up finding this really cool palette knife. So tiny, isn't it? Look how tiny that is. A little bitty one. I actually found a few of them. I got 3 palette knives. And look at, they're so tiny, and they're really, I really like them. They're really thin, so I love this little baby. But anyways, so I got to go into Dick Blick, and that was a lot of fun. Now I'm actually going to take another palette knife, and I'm going to throw some red in here. I know everybody's saying, what are you doing? I'm having fun. I'm playing. I'm enjoying making this girl just look the way she wants to look. She looks like she has a hat on, doesn't she? Oops, get back here, you. I'm really not fond of ears, so I'm going to take her ear. Her ear is going to go bye-bye. Just going to use this palette knife to just kind of give her some hair down here. I'll go back in with the red. Just give her a little bit of red here and there. I like her. Okay, back in with the purple. I'll bring you down a little bit. Whoops, sorry, wrong way. One of these days I'll figure that out. And yeah, I'm going to have to do something with her face, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Just giving her some hair. Why purple and red? Because that's what's on my palette. That's okay, right? Okay, I'm going to dry her and then we're going to start working on the face and see what we can do with her face. Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, so now what I've done is I've brought out my Stabilo. This isn't all the way dry, but that's okay. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring in her eyebrows, okay? Just throw a little bit of black on there. And the reason I'm doing this is I'm actually going to use watered down gesso for her face. So I just want to make sure I have these outlines. Okay. I just don't want to lose those outlines that I've got there. got our nose here, a little bit of shadow here, her lips, which... Alright, so now I'm going to take a spray brush, a spray bottle, and I'm going to water down some of my gesso. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the wet, oops, it's a little bit purple, that's cool, we can throw some purple in there. And I'm just going to outline her face. Got a little bit more than I wanted on there. So I'm going to go to a smaller brush. A little bit too much. Get some color in there, that's fine. Just trying to break down that color on her face a little bit. A little bit of purple, that's okay. Just like I said, I'm just breaking down that face a little bit. There's some light up in here. Let's go through here. Now I'm actually going to take and play with some of that Stabilo. I just have just a damp brush. It's not soaking wet, it's just damp. Just getting in some of that color. Now let's bring in some of the color from her eye. Okay, we've got a little bit of that white, that's fine. So I'm just going to bring in some shading here. From our nose. Okay, and I'm going to go back in with a little bit of that white gesso. Okay, I want a little bit of flesh color paint. Let me grab that. Okay, I've pulled out a little bit of this acrylic. It's a light portrait pink because I just want a little bit more of a color in here. So now, right now, I am just, I'll be honest with you, I'm playing. I am not a huge realism portrait artist. I cannot draw like that. So I am just having fun with paints, colors, mediums, anything, you know. I'm just enjoying playing with the beginning of a face. Okay, she will not look like a real portrait artist type picture when I get done. That's not how I am. Okay, that's not the type of artist I am. I like the not so realism of color on her. I think it's neat. So basically I am just, again, playing. I'm not going to make her perfect. I don't want to. I don't want her to be perfect. So, okay. Oops. Now I've got some umber here that I want to bring out. Just a touch. And I have a touch of Payne's Gray here that I want to bring out. Just because I can. Okay, so the umber was Dina Wakely, and the Payne's Gray is golden. So I'm just going to play around with some of these and let's see what we can do. Okay, get a little bit of this Payne's Gray. Just want to give her a little bit of shadow down here. Nothing crazy. Maybe a little bit of the umber. I like the umber better. Yeah. Okay, a little bit too much umber. And I have to fix my lights because I have a glare and I can't see her. Got a little bit too much of this umber down here. So what do? We take it off. There we go. Let's just bring in some portrait pink. And I'm not liking that. I don't like that at all. So I am going to take our trusty little baby wipes. And that's coming off. Look at that. How simple. Ha! Gone. So let's just give her a shot. Okay. Take a little bit of her paint and just kind of fix this through here. So she doesn't look quite so funny. Alright, what am I doing now? I'm going to go back into this. I love Stabilo pencils. They are just so cool. Let's take a little bit of this. I like this purple under this one eye. I almost want to leave it there. And I think I may. I haven't messed around with her lips yet, but I will. I really don't like that big black down her nose. Don't like it. So I'm going to cover some of that up. Her nose looks pretty rough right now, doesn't it? That's okay. We're going to take a pencil. Let me dry her real quick. Alright, so what I'm going to do, okay, I'm going to take some portrait pink, light portrait pink. We're going to come down her nose here because there we go. Oops! That's okay. Now we have some white on her, or some purple or red or whatever color it is. I don't care. See, I told you I'm not one of these, I am definitely not a professional artist. Alright, so let's keep going. She probably won't be the prettiest girl at the party, but you know what? That's okay, right? We don't all have to be aesthetically perfect and beautiful. But I like her. I like how she's turning out so far. And we're just going to keep playing until we like the way she looks. Right now she looks pretty scary. That's okay. She's pretty scary. Pretty scary. But I don't mind. Pretty scary. What I'm doing is I'm taking some of this umber that I've got on my palette here, and I'm just putting it here on my drop paper, and I'm just getting a little light of it, so because I want a little bit of shadow in her, but not. I think I just sprayed my finger more than the paint. Just want a little bit of shadow up in here. Like I said, she is definitely not going to be perfect, but you know what? She's mine. She doesn't have to be. She can be as pretty or as ugly as I want her. And actually, I kind of like that. I kind of like this look. This, I don't know, messy, painterly style look. I like it. Once I get her lips in here and we work some more on her nose, she'll be good. Just keep putting on the layers. Putting on the layers, putting on the layers. I want to bring a little bit of pink into this. Maybe, actually, you know what? I'll use a little bit of a red I've got right here. Mix it with my white gesso. We're going to throw some pink on her. A little bit of pink here. Okay, now I'm still far from done with her. Give her a pupil. We're going to color her eyes. Isn't she funny looking? Every now and then I look up the camera and think, oh dear, what am I doing? But you know what? That's okay. Because we're having fun, right? I am. I'm just mixing a little bit of my red paint over here that I had with some white gesso. And we're going to get our lighter color lips. Just a pink. Just a pink. She's so funny looking. We gotta fix her eyes. She's just kind of creepy with her eyes like that. And what I'm gonna do for her eyes, I'm gonna use a Pitt pen. Maybe I won't use a Pitt pen. This one didn't like to color. She has one blue eye. That's good, right? One blue eye. Actually, I need some of my Lumiere paints, which will give me... Actually, I'm just going to use my ink. This is just my blue ink. Just going to put a drop of it on my tray. And then I'm going to use a very tiny brush, real tiny, see how tiny? And I'm just going to take a little bit of that blue ink, just a touch, not a whole lot, and we'll give her some blue eyes. This eye is not cooperating, that's okay. Now I'm going to take that same brush once I clean it, and I'm going to take some white gesso. Get rid of that orange in there so she doesn't look quite so freaky. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of white up here. I got the white there. Okay, she doesn't look quite so freaky. Now it's funny, her one eyebrow is much bigger than the other. So, but that's okay. We're just going to add a little bit more Stabilo. And then we're going to take our flat, this is just a flat, it says 2-inch flat shader. And then I'm just going to, and it's damp, just going to make that a little bit bigger. And then I'm going to take the flat and just go back around her eye. Alright, now I want to get some more, maybe a little bit lighter pink in her cheeks, in her face. Let's throw a little bit of this umber in there. Let's try that. Right now I'm mixing colors over on my palette just because I want to give her a little bit of a, I don't know what I'm trying to say. different color. More of a I don't like this part of her face. I don't like the color of it. So, I like it that she's got the purples and the... So I'm just going to bring her purples and pinks on down. Because I like that. I like the way that it looks. There we go. That's better. She's not quite so gray. I don't like that gray look. I like her more pink. She's quite pink here, which is okay. I'll give her quite a pink here. Just try to brighten her up a little bit. Like I said, she's not going to look realistic, and I'm okay with that. It's all good. But I do want her to look somewhat normal. Not, I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying. I just know what I'm doing. And that is having fun. Alright. So now I'm going to place a little bit more with her neck. I'm going to get some of this coloring down here. Just nothing crazy, just a little bit more color. And we're going to make her dark right through there. Give her some more pink. Pull in some of our pink. She's going to look good when we're done with her. Now, another artist probably could have done this and been boom, boom, boom and had it done. Yeah, not me. It takes me a while before I think she's good enough to go. I'm going to dry her real quick. Okay, so now I'm actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Stabilo. I've got her pretty well dried up. And I'm just going to kind of give her a little bit of shading here and there. I have to fix this one eye, it's driving me crazy, but we'll fix that in a second. Just want to throw a little bit of Stabilo around her hair. A little bit through her hair. Just to give her some more dimension and depth. Just kind of around it. Whoops, let's bring you back out so you can see. Whoops. I'll figure that out eventually. Okay, let's just... Okay. Now I'm actually going to take... This is a... I think it's a foosball. Oh, no, it's a Uniball Vision Elite. And I want to fix this eye. Give her a pupil. I've got paint all over me. It's too funny. And I want to... I don't want to do that. Let's take our water brush with our Stabilo. Let's just activate some of this color. like that, so we'll fix that. Just kind of adding some color here, nothing crazy. I like her. Doesn't she look peaceful? Alright. Now I want my paintbrush again, and I'm going to go back in with some of this. I can never get the shading under the neck right. I just can't. So it always looks funny to me. There we go. Now she looks just kind of painterly. Painterly, I think. Painterly she does. Okay, I don't like... Actually, maybe if I go in with this white. That's gray right there, and I don't like that gray. I'll go in with the white. Let's say her light's coming from this side of her face. Right? And then I'm going to go back in with the pink and just make sure she's got her pinkness to her. You know what happened? She's been drinking too much. That's why she's so pink. Does that happen to anybody? When they drink, they turn pink. I have a friend that does. Give her a little wine, and within a matter of minutes, she's got pink cheeks. I like her. I like her. Now, I want to give her eye. Let's see if we can get my round brush to stay round. Give her eye just a touch of life. Life. Now I want to, I don't want to use that pencil. I want to use just a regular pencil. This is just a mechanical pencil from the dollar store. And what I want to do is I just want to work on this set of lips here. Not my most favorite style of lip. And I'm looking for a shader guy. This one. Now I want to give her just a touch of light on her lip. Go back in, make her bottom lip a little bit more red. Okay, here she is. I like her. I think she's kind of cool. I do want some more. And I'm going to take this and I'm just going to go around her eye. Give it a little bit more definition. Same with this one. Okay. Her nose is a lost cause. That's okay. What do you think of her? Not too bad. I like her hair. Alright, and actually I'm going to take... I've got too much junk here next to me. I want to take a real light brush, and I just the very, very hint of this. I just put a touch of gesso on my brush. I just want a hint. I just want to give it a few highlights here and there on our raised spots. Because she's got some texture in her hair from the way I did the paint. So I just want to kind of hit the highlights. I like her. Okay, there's that. Now, what I want to do is I want to bring out some of my pens, and I'd like to go over some of this piece, these hearts. So let's start with the hearts. This is a Blick Studio. Again, I got to go into a Blick store. I was so excited. So I bought a bunch of pens and all kinds of cool stuff. And I just want to outline these a little bit. Okay, got a heart over here. I put a heart up here. Now with the piece, I'm actually going to outline that. This is a Prismacolor. And I can never get these tops off. Wrong one. Or if I do, I get them off the wrong way. Alright, now I want to outline her piece. And you know what? I don't think I'm going to do much more to her. I like her. I love the way it turned out. I hope you guys can find peace when you're doing your art journaling, and especially when you're working in your I Am journal. Find that peace where you get into the zone playing with your art, whether it be with stencils or paints or crayons, or it doesn't matter. Just find that inner peace, and when you need to, go there. It's well worth it. And as always, be kind and have fun. That's what life's all about, isn't it? Let's have fun. And until next time, happy creating. Bye.